Have you ever wondered if your body's ailments could be rooted in your mind? It's a radical idea, but one that I think is worth exploring. Sometimes our brains might create physical problems to distract us from emotional pain. Emotional pain lurks beneath the surface, hidden from our conscious awareness. It can manifest as overreactions to everyday triggers, transforming into physical symptoms. And so, this phenomenon where emotional distress translates into bodily ailments is much more common than you might think. Prolonged times, prolonged negative mental states like anxiety and depression don't just make you feel bad, they actively impact your body. And research confirms this, confirms that chronic stress and negative emotions can weaken your immune system. It disrupts your sleep. It causes a host of physical problems. For instance, when you're anxious, your breathing becomes shallow. You would have noticed this. Your heart rate starts to race, your heartbeat races, and your whole body tenses up. These physical changes aren't just side effects, they're direct results of what's happening in your mind. For years and years, doctors have ignored this. Even today, doctors ignore the mind-body connection. They tend to focus solely on treating physical symptoms, and they often overlook the underlying emotional issues. But my friends, the truth is, our mental state, our emotional state profoundly affects our physical health. Just consider the placebo effect as an example. People often experience real improvements in their health simply because they believe they're receiving treatment. This phenomenon just demonstrates how much influence our thoughts have on our bodies. Teaching children about the mind-body connection can also be eye-opening and helpful to us as adults. A simple exercise like imagining biting into a lemon, if you can just imagine that right now, that will trigger a physical response, right? Because of its sourness, just from the thought of biting into a lemon. This example illustrates the profound impact our minds have on our bodies. And all of this, right, all of these illnesses that occur in our physical bodies really occur from negative emotions. This has been my experience as a practitioner for almost 20 years in private practice, and why I'm so committed to sharing this information with you. Environmental toxins also have an effect on our health. Genetic factors and external influences can also play a role, but there's an undeniable link between our mental and our physical health. And this means that it's crucial to address both aspects for our overall well-being. So I want to introduce you, I want to take a radical approach to becoming healthier in our lives, really understanding the mind, body, heart connection and how important your thoughts are, how important your emotions are, how to cultivate healthy emotions in your body. When we embrace mindfulness, for example, mindfulness simply means to be aware in the present moment of what is occurring with us in our minds and in our bodies. When we acknowledge our emotional pain and we practice acceptance, this can lead to significant health improvements. It's kind of surrendering to the present moment without fixating on a specific diagnosis, right? We can create a space for healing by accepting what's happening in the present moment without giving into the illness. Those are two very different things. Accepting what arises right now, not the concept of illness. Because ultimately, healing comes from within. within ourselves, within our bodies, our minds, our emotions. So if you are suffering from a condition, it doesn't mean that you are giving into that condition. However, you are accepting the present moment as it is, because in the present moment acceptance, there's a possibility for change. There's a possibility for healing. No doctor, nowhere, anywhere can heal you entirely. They can facilitate the process. But what I want to share with you, what I want to impart, is that your body's inherent intelligence does the actual healing work. By aligning your mind and body through acceptance, through presence, you empower yourself, you empower your body to heal itself naturally and effectively. And this is where I can help. I want to invite you to make an appointment with me. If you're serious about your health, if you are unclear about how to get better in your life, I invite you to book a complimentary call. It's a 30-minute free call. And so you can ask me questions about what's going on in your health, where you might be confused. Maybe you've been to the doctor many times and they've told you over and over again that there's nothing wrong with you, but you know that there's something off, that there's something wrong. I want to encourage you, support you in knowing that you are correct. It's not all in your mind. It's in the body mind. It's in the body heart. It's in the mind heart. We are full, complex human beings. So if you want support, this is why I'm offering these complimentary calls. You can book on my Calendly. That is going to be in the link below or somewhere on this page. Just feel free to make an appointment and ask me any questions. I am truly committed to creating a radical new healthcare possibility for all of us.